Hi, everyone. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. I know I did. Back again. This is week 3 now of keeping you updated on what's going on. So today was actually a really good day, and I got a lot of news. And again, I think that I'm starting to learn as this experience is starting or has been going on that some people might think it's odd that I'm super positive about everything, but that's the only way I can be. And so when I say I got a lot of good news today, that means I got a lot of results. And we have our game plan for sure of what's happening. So I met with my breast surgeon today. She was wonderful. She's very, very polite, very kind hearted, definitely has great bedside manner. So I couldn't be more grateful to have the connection that I have with her. So to start things off, come to find out she has my receptor report from the pathologist. And this is stating how I got my cancer. You know, was it from estrogen? Was it estrogen based or HER2 or one other thing that I cannot remember? But come to find out I'm triple negative, which means all 3 of my breasts, or not 3, not 3 breasts, but all of my lumps, all 3 of my lumps came back negative for any of those, which is more than likely telling us that it's probably going to be genetic. So luckily, I'm actually going to get genetic testing on Thursday and a PET scan on Friday. So by the end of next week, I will have the results of both, letting me know if this is in the family. So it's really beneficial that I get this done. So it lets me know like which side of family it could have came from, letting me know so I can let my family members know about their daughters and whatnot, and just kind of keeping everyone in my family on alert going forward to make sure that they're, able to find out quick too, like I was able to, if them or their kids were to have it. So with that being said, the surgeon did confirm that I'll be starting chemo. It is up to my oncologist to decide when. Is there a chance that I could start before Christmas? Yes. But if I get the option to wait, it wouldn't be bad, in my opinion, to, hold off one more week leading up to everything starting, just so I can enjoy Christmas. But if my oncologist says on next Friday when I meet with him that he wants me to start on Monday the 15th, then I'm starting Monday the 15th, and that's okay. Because that just means we're getting the ball rolling. I did find out that chemo is going to last about 6 months, which sounds like a lot, but I'm very fortunate that I only have to have 9, it sounds like it'll be 9 chemo days. So 9 days total out of a 6-month span. So I'll go in and have one whole day at chemo, and then I get a 3-week recovery time. And then I go in for the next one and so forth. After my 3rd chemo session, I'll go and meet with my breast surgeon, and we'll do an ultrasound to see if my lumps are shrinking in size, which that's the goal. And that's going to tell us, do we need to stay on the same medication I'm on? Do we need to change it up? Because it's really just kind of a gamble to make sure of, what medicine's going to work best for me. And of course, we're already going to have a really good game plan of what medicine to use to start with based on all of my testings. I did not have to have the MRI, though, which was nice, since we've already agreed that I'm getting a double mastectomy, so I'll have both of my breasts removed. And of course, we brought up the idea of plastic surgery, and I was very against this at first because I didn't feel like I need to have boobs, and, I wanted to get it all gone, and boobs are not going to I've gotten a lot of feedback from people of telling me, well, you're not going to feel like a woman without a boobs, or, what about this or that, or you're not going to be happy. Well, you're not going to know if I'm not going to be happy. And I'm sorry, but, me living is more important than me having boobs. You know what I mean? So me getting a boob job was like the least of my worries. Like, I'm totally fine if I had decided to be part of what they call the flat life, which is people who've had double mastectomies and just do not go in for any reconstruction. And so, plus it makes me also kind of feel like I was being like wanting to prove out of spite that I can still be a woman without boobs, and I am going to be happy because I just naturally am a happy, positive person, and that's just me. But then the surgeon brought up the idea that I could get a tummy tuck during surgery, and they could take tissue from the tummy tuck and use that to form me a pair of breasts, of whatever size I choose or whatnot. And that really intrigued me because, I've already had a C-section. So, which, as long as it doesn't mess, I want to keep my C-section scar. That's a part of me. It's a thing I like. But because I've had that, I now have this permanent cut that makes me look like I've got a beer gut. No matter how healthy I could eat and how much I could work out, it's going to be really tough to get rid of because it's such thick tissue and scarred tissue. So to know that I can get a tummy tuck, it's all covered in insurance. I can have that formed into a pair of breasts for me, into which it's my skin, it's my fat, it's my body. I don't have to have any implants, anything like that. I was really, really intrigued with this idea. So it's still up in the air what we're going to do for reconstructive surgery, but at least I have one idea that I like. So besides that, getting back to the main part. So I will have chemo for 6 months. And then if all goes good, which is the plan, then as long as my cell counts and everything are staying on top of it, that's going to be awesome that we can follow through. I wait a month after my 6 months of chemo, and then I go and get surgery. And then I'd get my reconstructive at the same time. After that, if I do end up doing reconstructive surgery, it'll take 6 to 8 weeks for recovery, which to me, I'm like, well, that was my C-section as well. No big deal. And then I have to have radiation. So I've already been guaranteed that this is going to take about a year. But you know what? This is a good thing. It sucks that I have to go through it, but I am so ready to go through this and get it done and know that I'm going to come out on top of it. And that's great. And I've had a lot of people being like, oh, this is going to be miserable, or, oh, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. This is just the worst. And I'm like, I could think that way, but I don't, it's a new chapter. This is something I got to do. And, I'm going to have days that are painful and whatnot, and I might have emotional days, but, as long as I keep up with my therapy of making these videos and the support and love that we have seen so much, I think I'm going to do just fine. So I'm not worried at all. We've got the game plan, so I'm on a mission. I've got a planner I'll be keeping up with. I'm going to be meeting with a dietitian to go over, what's going to be the best, healthy aspect for me, but also to make sure what are things that I can do to keep my cell count up so that I'm not having low white blood cell count and things like that. Because again, I like to have some form of control. And if the only control I can have is one, counting down the days of chemo, so that'll be done and over with. But two, if all I can do is eat better and exercise and stuff, then and so be it. I will do whatever it takes to make this go by as swimmingly as I can, and try to make this as quick as I can. The doctors have reassured me again, I'm not going to die. I'm not, super sick. I literally, to me, I'm comparing it to I've got pink eye and shouldn't be at work. I'm acting perfectly fine. I feel perfectly fine. Little tenderness once in a while, but nothing. I'm just really grateful that we caught it early and that it's all treatable. And, she even gave me full confidence that what's nice is after a day of chemo, I might have a handful of days that I might feel kind of crummy, but I can go back to work. So that's a big plus too. I'm not going to be, all, bummed out laying on a couch for 3 weeks straight. And so to me, this was a lot of good news. I'm really excited to really get this ball rolling. I should know next Friday when chemo is going to start. So after next Friday, I'll do a video for next week. I did find out too. So of course, the surgeon did pretty much guarantee me I'll lose my hair. And I don't want to go through that phase of letting my hair fall out. And a lot of you don't know this, but I actually always like the idea of shaving my head once, let my natural hair grow in, no more color, let that salt and pepper ride through, and so finally we're going to do it. Actually, after the new year, I'm going to shave my head and I'm really excited about this. So I know it sounds kind of weird that I'm really killing a few birds with one stone with having to go through this process. I'll get to, for me, I've always had back problems for my breasts, and I've always complained about want a reduction. So I'm getting rid of them. That's check one. I will get a tummy tuck. That's check two. I will get to shave my head once and experience that, and that's three. And it's just, I don't know, to me, we've got our goal. I've got a lot of positivity going into this, and I'm going to keep it up as best as I can. I know all the family's eager to get it rolling too. So, right now it's still just a little waiting, but I'll be back again next weekend to give you an update. So I hope you guys all have a good week, and I will talk to you soon.